Now, a smooth sphere collides obliquely with an equal sphere which is at rest. Same mass. That's all you need to know there, okay? Before the impact, the line of motion of the first sphere makes an angle alpha, or angle A with the line of centers. Afterwards, it makes an angle B. The coefficient of restitution between the spheres is a quarter. Show that 8 tan alpha equals 3 tan beta. All right. Now, there's going to be a setup difference compared to what you're used to. Okay, so there's going to be a difference at the very beginning. And that's the only difference you need to worry about. Is B stationary, is it? Huh? Yeah. All right, no worries. So you're going to be 0, 0. You're going to be mass M. Your mass M. Now, here's where things differ, okay? Imagine I used A and B as an example. And then afterwards I used C and D, okay? The problem is I'm introducing lots of new letters, okay? And these letters have nothing to do with tan A and tan B. So what I should be doing is I should be concentrating on the variables I have. So here's what I suggest we do instead. I suggest I draw a line like so, and I call this U. Okay? Now it starts to get a bit like projectiles, okay? Now if I draw this line going straight through, like so, technically you're going up with angle A. Opposite angles, vertically opposite angles, and A is going diagonally right up. Okay? So what I'm trying to do, very poorly doing, is this. A bit larger. I'm turning this into angle A and U. And that's the setup difference. Everything else remains the same, but the setup is different. Okay, so we're going to call this U. And we're going to call this this is angle A. So you're going to be U cos A. And you're going to be U sine A. Okay with that? Now, after the collision, there's a bit of difference here, okay? After collision, I'll do it in blue. Okay. And what do we have after the collision? What angle is it? B. No bother. Okay, it's B. And we'll just call it V. Okay? And this will be phi cos B and phi sine B. Now straight away I can link those two things to each other. Why? What about the two of these? They have to be equal. Okay? There's no way around that. The J component is conserved. So we know straight away that the two of them are equal. And that's one piece of our information sorted. Now we know that's 0. Suppose we can think of a letter for this that's not in use. Just call it X. Right? Now we're going to do what we always do. We are going to do our conservation of momentum, and then following that, we're going to do Newton's experimental law, and then we're going to assess where we are. That's the great thing about these questions. They're always the same stuff to get the marks. So let's do conservation of momentum. M times U cos A plus M times 0 equals M times phi cos B plus mx. Now all the m's cancel, and what we should be left with is U cos A equals phi cos B plus x. All right. Now, okay, let's keep going. Make sure I didn't miss any language here. Okay, all right. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to rid ourselves of the x. is the plan, because the x is the variable I made up, isn't it? So that's a good target to get rid of. Okay, so we're going to have two simultaneous equations, and we're going to get rid of that x. Next one we're going to do is NEL, Newton's experimental law. Okay, and we're going to do V1 minus V2. So it's going to be phi cos b minus x equals minus 1/4 into u cos a, take away 0. I'm going to cross multiply up that 4. And I'm going to go 4v cos b minus 4x equals minus u cos a. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my yellow equation and I'm going to multiply that by 4. And I'm hoping to get rid of the x. So when I multiply that by 4, what should happen is I should get, I'm also going to reverse the direction at the same time. So it's going to be 4u cos a. It's going to be 4 phi cos b plus 4x. Then I'm going to add directly down. Good. I'll pause here. Any questions? Let's keep going. 8 phi cos b. 8 phi cos b equals 3u cos a. Right. Okay. That's grand. What piece of information have we not used yet? We haven't used the phi. We haven't used the yellow parts. U sine a equals phi sine b. Doesn't matter. Your choice. Either get rid of u or get rid of b. It doesn't matter. I will just choose b. So u sine a over sine b. I'm now going to substitute that over here. So it's going to be 8v. Oh, sorry, not 8v. 8 times u sine alpha over sine beta cos beta 3u cos alpha. Okay. I want to make tans, don't I? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move the sine b from bottom left to top right. So it's going to be 3 sine b. I'm going to move the cos b from top left to bottom right. I'm going to move the cos a from top right to bottom left. I'm going to keep the sine a where it was. I'm then going to turn them both into tan. So I'm going to get 8 tan a equals 3 tan b. That was looking for. Alright, awesome. Alright, wasn't